Yeah. Okay, you new opening you tell nothing, you na ya home Ramadan. Mo fenche o ko baby the next sequence pa o ko pa Dr. Yusuf Yakubu registrar Emma Traditional Medicine Practice Council me ene no ntwetwe nkomo doc Rainbow Radio International so dey mo akwa ababoko de
da se boko de samo hoye
nyame adom ye ho ye pa say mo industry no kamia say one of the fastest growing industry in Ghana ha the traditional medicine practice no as they say no boom pa ana
enokre sector be a boom enye Ghana nko in Africa as well as the world. You know kasa say no globally over $300 billion industry. And over Ghana and so according to the Ministry of Health in 2023 industry no generated about 3 billion cedis. That is a major contribution to your economy in Ghana. So industry grew very fast because about 70% of Ghana for omoji have been growing traditional medicine according to the World Health Organization. So a very fast growing industry.
Na grow no na non charlatans in so abefrem because yanyan ntia say Traditional Medicine Council no etuana mobi amama shut it down over 8 herbal shops. Sanet here.
In the last 1 week, starting compliance for this year. And as part of that exercise, call a lot of facilities. In the last 6 to 7 months, over 500 facilities. But in the last week, I started quite a number of facilities, by about 8. Who say so because everything is done according to the law. They are closing them down in relation to their practice. Yes, no correct.
Now,
so, industry, to say orthodox medicine, want to mean sorry, say, ube practice, abra, unikrata, natumikrata, say, we are practitioner. Yenim say, ye papanum, ye maminuma, omunim, idru. Ministry of Health won share as to how we are practitioner or say a baima or tumikrata as aside that so we give herbal shop or be honoma where me say now a man okay fawino. You need to be licensed and sana ube who the ASL farmer be need dosages na there. And until you bow now need license you close you down. And after a license expire, you close you down. Then we take the other steps. It be me a fines. It be more crampo jail term after you do call Gina you call your friends and court so. Because eba enipe munkwa you fin dia grow. The government is there say obe protect the public health. And say near my beer and after premises and fata and then a council no arguing say the industry has to be sanitized because of a lot of people are so you need to very closely to make sure the industry is safe for the Ghanaian public.
Okay. Na sir moduma ye wo bi mu a wom de omo ye nuro no nko a na omo ton ane ye wo bi mu a omo nso abie herbal clinic na nkasa utimi kɔ hɔ no mo na ebi mu nso de nuro nko a na omo aye wo dwa so a wo mo bɔ ho dawuro standard na te say esuno obi a ne de de ne fam ana sɛ obi a wo de wo so wo ye
exactly obi a with different levels of license or moje your manufacturing license yemre your practice license you can say massage in spa na there. You herbal shop license. You herbal clinic license. A different category. I could say orthodox. You clinic. You hospital. You health center. Ni now with different levels. Ni the 2 mikrata. I will say farmao. You do one who say for example, herbal shop license. But you do one you say a clinica, herbal clinica. We close you down because what try and throw. And I say, ye bow ho, we a bone setter, watch your license for bone setter, but we a traditional birth attendant, we one zam, we will close you down. We nana, yes, your compliance officers, no more SOPs, no more standards, but in most cases, and sana ye bow be on ye map public announcements. And so you throw letters to a lot of them. Say, you say, away system will say, come and do the right thing. You throw to you now while fear, then the enforcement team will come onto the field. And I say, you who sell premises no a risk to public health. We come around unannounced because we come around and then you who say you are not going according to the law, then we crack down as hard as we can. So there are different categories, there are different levels, and no na your banner will meet any of these criteria, will close you down.
Okay. Yeah, tia pa. Na adwuma yi said ya kan say no. Ebu mu obia ede ne ho agi mu bie no. So obi pese wo hye biase a. Se wo beka se bia me na bi fie ne oteten hahamantie bi wo ho. Ye no a in itself no ye enough. Anase or require some special training bi academic wise ansana yetimi ama ne kwan ama watimi ashase.
May I say? So just like Orthodox practice, you have proof say who nimdie na also one. Ampala ye wonyema bibri enipa bibri ombeka so mission free me nana ho mission free a master craftsman bi ho ni na ye wo processes to confirm or otherwise. Ube pick form self practice here. Ebia uko ni school to say a doctor for now musua niema o KNUST no. De yehia no license audition ya abaya ma license we a practitioner enu ne hia. But we are indigenous omo a efie for no. We forms no were two spots e was say omo endorse ma wo. One ye chief the dia wo ye practice no. Chief be endorse. And I say, ye wo equal omo aye ni omo ye jima. The chairman of Sa Ikuno Ewo district is on signing as a proof say we a practitioner. Now said yes ye wo ye nhwehwe ye be just to prove say ampa uji wontiti free master craftsman bi ho a oma wo krata say you truly learn from them. Enuna yeka efa indigenous practice. But the council is adopting a procedure. Any association for no ye kasa efa standardization of practice. Ye be introduce competency-based curriculum across the country. And who say we see what kusia we real manase bibia ubia de kobi. It be 6 months, and 3 months, and 8 months. So we are indigenous practitioners. You need some institutions across the country just to standardize the industry. But at the moment, you rely on folklore. 1, 2. You rely on your community now who person practice. And answer who a certificate. Who be more near my free school. Almost certificate. So who person be hospital. Who be a doctor. So mommy will license. We person be hospital. Who be a doctor for now. KNUST, so me person me do a license, a DA hospital. You can also do that. Where are some of the ways that the council uses to make sure say facility will be, it is built on the right information and on the so the license.
Yeah, tia pa e was akwano esunti de midi betwa to enkura na se no ananu imi kwa irebi yesi aduro bi aba ana information center na e wo ho no agya wadwa wo mu bomu obi ti wona na no katere ne anopa wi anyumro yesu obi atobi anoma amu afamu awu ama chese be ya asem kase wa yirebi kuromu ana nya agorokora enkura na se juma ye di ya papa ne ya maame ne ya nananom wo nkura na se ne nya agoro ya sese kura de omo kwa no wa sheda de ID card bi atonukom o se ha we Ministry of Health for na de amame wo magema tum ne ya nananom ya wo munima akenkan ne ade yi ana information centers na e wo ho no wo mate aguso na chese wo mu ye dede sa na nkrofo tonom na wo mu bra.
But I say thank you very much for that question. Because me know Kasa since last week na me ni Accra. Me call Northern Region, me call Northeast Region, now me call Upper East Region. Me call Upper East Region, or me call some communities. You per se be district office. It didn't because you realize it says we cause war and crashing. So we need to be physically present. And sana about a year ago, no. Now your offices are limited. But you see, I know you're adopting position to open at least 2 district offices in every region, any one regional office. So your North East Fesiano, your B office or Wali, any Bunkurugu. Omo at the 2 ends of the region, and a regional office on a so I know many regional minister and Kasai say the office so that we can monitor some of these rural activities. I also say any baboni for adults, just like orthodox medicine. If we de draw be brave, book container monenam or a town so one call pharmacy school, who a doctor, who uncle any basic medical training crap, now they are there. We have them in the herbal space. So yeah, we want to pass an advertisement guideline. Advertisement guideline will go down to the district level. Yebema rules and regulations are, as a practitioner, there are some things you can say and there are some things you can't say. That guideline, we are just waiting for it to pass through. For example, your board for final approval. Now you need media commission. Now you adopt it. And then that way, no one to got radio, so ana local radio, ana international radio, be to say, oh, can you say, and oh, can you say as a practitioner. And one thing that would be your second quarter would launch just to control some of these excessive claims. Practitioners be more near the right people because we have the right people who know the right stuff. But unfortunately, no, as I said, if they are also they say and that is why your council is there to protect public health. Crackdown, sensitization, big offices, just to make sure that the average Ghanaian is protected.
Doc, that's it.
That's it. Thank you very much for that.
Dr. Yusuf Yakubu here, Registrar, Emma Traditional Medicine Practice Council, no, Anna, Wate, Nenkano. Eba, ansana mebano. Nana, where's